Leave the broke boys alone, fine. What are the broke girls for with that same breath? Who deserves a broke girl? Someone's rich son? Someone's wealthy brother? I don't know. Let me know. Like, what's she going to rich boy's life to do? To fuck the hell out of him?
This video might be long, but I really need to talk extensively about this issue, so you guys should bear with me. I also came across a video about a boy on Instagram. I've blocked him. I wish I didn't. I would have brought his video here. He was talking about, oh, now that they are telling men to learn how to cook, we did also tell women to learn how to pay bills. And a lot of men were in the comments of this boy agreeing that women do not pay bills. I think that that's a very disingenuous take, especially coming from someone who is in Nigeria, especially in this economy where it is very difficult for the economy to a household to survive with one income. And it's particularly sad because most of the people who have this kind of weird takes are men that their mothers fed. They are men that their mothers are literally breaking their bags in the market, selling tomatoes, selling pepper, hustling just to feed them and pay their bills. They are mostly those kind of men that their father abandoned and the mother had to take care of them. Now them, if you check and well, now them they always get this hot take about women not providing for families. That's by the way, but what I needed to establish with that is to tell you that women have always and will always provide financially to the family, even though they also provide a lot of things that is neither financial nor recognized nor appreciated. So they provide every other thing and they still provide financially to the family. Most of y'all now na mama de fiduna, and I talk am with my full chest. Now back to this girl, she's the reason I'm making this video. Now I think that this her take stems from internalized misogyny and lack of self-respect and self-worth for her to think that women are completely useless, and when they are not rich, they are not entitled to be married to someone who can pay the bills, just because she thinks that a woman who is not rich is completely useless. I can guarantee you that this girl is very useful in her house, in her family house. I am sure that she provides a lot of unpaid and unrecognized labor. She is completely useful, but yet, if you ask her, she'll probably think that she's useless to herself, to her family, and to a man. And that's the only reason why she will have such a hot take. Now, before I continue, I would like to establish that as a woman, it is important that you get education, get a job, and get money for yourself, because all these insults, with all the waiting they bring all these insults now because say you no get money. So make money so that you avoid all these unnecessary insults of poverty and say, oh, man, we get money, go marry you as you poor like this. Avoid all these insults. Get money. Get money. Now, back to what I was saying. The point I'm trying to establish is that no woman is useless. Every woman is useful and every woman is capable of providing for a man. The only difference is that women provision are unrecognized and unappreciated. Let me give you a scenario. A man who is independent and working and has a house, you will notice that this man will go out and pay someone to wash his clothes. He will go out and pay someone to probably cook for him, someone to come and clean his house, pay someone to wash his car, pay someone to dry clean for him. I already said wash his clothes. And if he does not want to marry or have a baby mama, he will pay someone to do surrogacy for him, bear a child, because he's incapable of doing that. Now, the reason why he's paying for those things is because those things are valuable, but he's unable to do it for himself. And because he's unable to do it for himself, he has to pay. He cannot live without it. He cannot be wearing dirty clothes. He cannot be living without cleaning his house. He cannot be living without food. And if he really wants a child, he has to pay for it. And that's because he recognized the value of those things. That is why he's paying for it. The only time they do not recognize the value of those things is when a woman is bringing it to them. When a woman is in their house and doing it for free, then it becomes unrecognized and unvaluable. They don't see value in it. Now, that is where there is a problem. You thinking that the money you bring into the house as a man, you providing for your family, is more valuable than what the woman is bringing into the family, which is unpaid labor and emotional labor. You thinking that your money is better than it is very delusional. And it stems from misogyny. That is why I think this girl has internalized misogyny. As she did like this, she did provide for her family, but she know they see her because she hates herself so much that she thinks she doesn't have any value and she doesn't bring any value to their lives. Now, as a married woman and a mother, and for me to have a lot of hot takes and be a feminist, you will know that I did not marry rubbish. Because if I marry patriarchal man, I for don't divorce him. So you will know the kind of man I marry based on my hot takes. As a married woman who is married to a feminist ally and has a child, which means that my husband is very involved in the day-to-day activities of running this house, yet he still provides for the family. I still believe that 9 to 5 is easier than the job that I do having a child. And I just have one son, and I still feel like 9 to 5 would be easier for me than doing all the work that I do, even though my husband is actively involved in doing that work. So you cannot say because the man is doing 9 to 5 and collecting money and bringing money into the family, the woman, all the work that she has been doing in the family, her 24 hours labor, is very useless, and she's a useless woman because she does not have money. It is a very dumb thing to say, like it's a very stupid thing to say, and coming from a woman, it is extremely disappointing and disheartening. And one thing you need to understand is that they know they disappoint. You see, you go enter world, you go to the real world, you go marry, you go see wetin women they see. You are not an exception to the rule. You are not special, my dear. And people like you are the kind of people that fall into the trap of these men wey go show una shege. Because first of all, you already have self-hate, you already have internalized misogyny, you don't rate yourself. So for man to rate you, it go hard. So whatever it is that you plan for your life, you had it coming, my dear. You had it coming.